countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
You're set. 19. 54. Line 54. Let's go. 24. Let's go.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch it slap. Watch it slap.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He finds Beckham complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
24. Check three.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
On first down, it's Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Leroy Reynolds leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now a play fake here on first down. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to bowl his way in for a Panther score. Ezekiel Elliott. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. Over the middle to Beckham. He's at the 30. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey. 2 points down. He's coming. You don't want none.
Back to throw. Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Stafford. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Where's the tap? 18! 54! 54! I got one. Check 43!
Watson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Watson to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jalen Strong, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Here's Watson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. And now we see Bryant yet to pop up. Still down following that play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
22. Bravo.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress as well. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they will go for it. Stafford. He's got the completion to Strong. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
80 weapons. Alert! Hey, high 7.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw, Stafford. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. They gonna need some there.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And this is caught at the 8. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On 2nd and goal, Stafford, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jalen Strong with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Stafford now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down.
57. Mike, 57. You ain't going no 50. Stay 50. Check 49. 13, spill.
Now Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
54. Hey, tight. He's coming. We got double up. 10. Check the hot rate.
On second down, Elliott looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Come on, QB, come on. 21.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Mike 57. Here we go, let's bring it. Middle. Bring it.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Set. Got 80. 57. Watch the run. Switch. 11. Like 7.
Stafford on first down. Looking for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They go to Elliott again. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
50-50. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, 50.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Caught here by Conley. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Right. Double right. Smooth.
On third down, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Pierre Desir. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. Now
a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Stafford now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4 on the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, it's Elliott. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Play action. Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Zebra! 59!
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Chris Conley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Odell Beckham, 76 yards. as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
22. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, 70.
Now Stafford. Over the middle to Smith. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. Fights him off. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Carolina.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Check, check. Lucky. Check, drill right, 22.
On first down, it's Stafford. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Running with Elliott. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Gosh, this game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Partner, you got a tie game and time running out. You got to be ultra careful down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. This is Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So the victory here for Seattle, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Seahawks, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll get a chance